Chosen one, this message isn't here to inspire or give advice. It's here because something changed today, and you needed to know it. You didn't come across this by accident. You're here because of a choice you made when no one was watching. You stayed true to yourself when quitting seemed easier. There are rules that generally dictate the way things go. There are paths people are meant to follow, limits that rarely change. But sometimes, those limits shift for a reason. And this is one of those moments. Not because you've been perfect, but because you didn't give up. You stayed honest. You stayed true when it mattered. What happens next won't be like before. The delays that held you back are beginning to lose control. Doors that stayed closed are starting to open. And the road ahead is shifting because of the choice you made today. Like this video, subscribe, and comment. I'm ready. Chosen one, what happened today is bigger than you think. The way things are unfolding now isn't normal. Science shows patterns, timings, and cycles. But tonight feels like a miracle, a blessing. Something shifted in the way your next chapter will unfold, and it's not following the usual rules. What's coming for you needs to be understood, because this is a moment where your choices altered what was once unchangeable. There are rules that govern the unfolding of life's events. These rules aren't there to make things hard. They exist to protect you, ensuring what you receive is something you can keep and carry. Just like in science, where every cause has an effect, life follows patterns. You plant before you harvest. You wait before you enter. You prepare before stepping into something bigger. Growth always comes before visibility. Character comes before influence. Most people live their whole lives following these rules, and it's not a punishment. It's order, a plan that keeps you safe and ready for what's to come. But today is different. Today is one of those rare moments when the rules bend because of what you did. Your prayer, your honesty, your courage, your choice to stay when leaving seemed easier. All of that has shifted the course of things. What usually takes months or even years can now move faster. What was once blocked or delayed is starting to open. Doors that seemed closed are now unlocking. Timelines that seemed fixed are now shifting. This isn't luck nor motivation found in books. It's something earned through alignment. Alignment doesn't mean perfection. It means staying in the right position. It means showing up even when no one's watching. It means staying true when the outcome is unclear. God doesn't change the rules for those who complain, argue, or demand. He changes the rules for those who remain faithful, who act with integrity, who trust despite the delays. Your choices today have prepared you for this moment. Your honesty has made you deserving of what's to come. And now, what's about to manifest in your world will prove that staying true always attracts favor. The rules were never broken. The system was never ignored. But because of what you did today, the normal flow is being interrupted. What's coming next will feel sudden, powerful, and right. And if you stay aligned, the results will take you further than you ever imagined. Tonight, everything you've carried, everything you've waited for, begins to change. The confusion, the long hours of reflection, the moments when nothing seemed to shift, none of it was in vain. It was preparing you for what's happening now. Your heart may have felt heavy, your mind uncertain. But today, January 24th, marks a change that cannot be ignored. Before this, you may have felt alone in your struggles. You may have prayed and waited, and it seemed like nothing was answered. But those moments weren't against you. They were shaping you. They were preparing you for what's to come. What seemed like a delay was alignment. What seemed like confusion was the setup for your victory. A miracle is unfolding because of the choices you made, the honesty you showed, and the faith you kept when quitting seemed easier. You stayed firm when quitting felt like the easier option. You kept moving, praying, pressing forward with no recognition. That's the true sign of commitment, and it's been recorded. Even science tracks time. Astronomy measures cycles. Astrology observes influences. But what's happening now transcends clocks, maps, or calendars. This is personal. It's your energy, your prayers, your patience manifesting into reality. January 24th is more than a date. It's your moment of change. You may feel it as an inner transformation, a subtle shift in your confidence, your understanding, your awareness. It's not about being perfect. It's about staying true to yourself. Alignment isn't measured by applause or rewards. It's measured by loyalty, honesty, and unwavering faith, even when nothing seems to change. Most people give up one season before they reach what they've been striving for. Most people walk away just before the victory. You didn't. You stayed. You persisted, even when the world seemed to ignore your efforts. And now, what you've been waiting for begins to unfold. What was hidden during the waiting hours is now coming to light. The energy around you is responding to your dedication. What once seemed impossible is now within reach. The change will feel sudden, yet it's the result of everything you've done. Reflect on this. Your prayers, your dedication, your patience. It all mattered. You've been chosen. You've been seen. This change, this shift in circumstances, is proof that staying true to yourself always brings what is right. Tonight marks the beginning of your transformation. And this is just the start of something greater. Chosen one, this is not ordinary. What's unfolding in your life right now is no coincidence. Tonight, January 24th, you may notice things that feel out of the ordinary, moments that feel guided, dreams may feel vivid, thoughts may bring sudden clarity, and emotions might arise in ways that feel significant. These are the signs that your choices are being noticed, your prayers are being heard, and your persistence is being recognized. In these moments, your mind may feel more alert, ideas may come easily, and solutions to your problems might appear when you least expect them. This is how alignment speaks to you. The signs are small but meaningful, like the ticking of a clock, perfectly marking time, reminding you that nothing in your life is random. You might encounter coincidences that bring comfort or hope. Maybe a song plays that perfectly matches what you're feeling. Maybe a conversation takes place that gives you new understanding. Even your emotions may serve as guides. They're not random. They point to the transformation happening within you. These moments are reminders that your effort, honesty, and persistence are being acknowledged. The moonlight may seem brighter tonight, spreading out like a sign of change. The stars might feel like they're keeping pace with your thoughts. In these moments, your mind may feel expanded, your heart more open. What you've been waiting for is starting to manifest, even in subtle ways. Some signs might appear as sudden insights or strong intuition. You may feel a pull to act on something that once seemed uncertain. These experiences are invitations to embrace what is ready to unfold. The energy is responding to your prayers, your patience, and your dedication. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is recognition. Every step you took with honesty, every sacrifice, every time you stayed true to yourself, this is your reward. These were seeds, and now they're becoming visible. The universe, the celestial movements, and your own awareness are aligning with a single message. You've been chosen, and your effort matters. As you recognize these signs, allow yourself to feel secure. There's a rhythm to what's happening. It's natural, sacred, and intentional. Emotional fluctuations, sudden moments of clarity and understanding, are confirmations that the change is real. You are not lost. You are ready. Stay focused on the little wonders around you. Every unexpected thought, every wave of emotion, every realization is part of the proof that your persistence has been rewarded. This is the moment when your inner dedication meets the outer movement. It's sacred, cinematic, and undeniable. Tonight is not just any night. January 24th marks a moment when alignment becomes visible in ways you can feel. The signs are here to remind you that you are seen, your efforts are valued, and your future is unfolding in your favor. Each sign is a message that the miracle you've prayed for is beginning to manifest right now. Everything that once seemed slow or confusing is starting to make sense. Every moment that felt like waiting was actually preparing you. Every tear, every effort, every silent prayer was not in vain. It was seen, remembered, and recorded in ways that silently but powerfully change everything. The things you've done, the choices you've made, even when no one was watching, have created a movement that cannot be measured by human eyes. The energy around you has shifted. What once resisted is now moving in your direction. What once seemed impossible is now bending in your favor. This is not luck. This is recognition. It's the result of consistency, honesty, and trust. Even when the world felt heavy, there was an invisible guidance helping you. Opportunities appear effortlessly, without pressure. People respond in ways you hadn't planned. Conversations, ideas, and actions are starting to align with what you've been praying for. The universe is not random, it's structured and intentional. Your emotions are becoming more open, your decisions more confident, and your understanding more profound. Moments of clarity may arise as sudden insights, not because you demanded them, but because your persistence made space for them. Even the small things now hold meaning. You may notice coincidences that surprise you. A phrase, a message, a reflection in your everyday life may feel directed at you. These are signs that your effort is being recognized. They confirm that what you thought was slow was actually preparation for what is ready to unfold. It's not about hurry or pressure, it's about the right moment, respecting your readiness. Everything starts responding at the perfect time. Your prayers, patience, and trust are generating results that feel miraculous. This is not chaos, it's careful planning. The old delays are starting to lose control. Things that once seemed blocked are now bending in your favor. Opportunities arise where effort met consistency. Understanding expands in ways that feel natural, as if your mind is catching up to what has been happening behind the scenes. Even the moments that tested you now stand as proof of your perseverance. What was once invisible is becoming visible. Your energy, focus, attention to detail, all of it is coming together to create an unstoppable force. This is a moment of confirmation. Progress is real. The doors you've been waiting for are starting to open. Conversations that once seemed trivial now hold power. Decisions that were once delayed now feel ready. Every invisible step you've taken has led you to this moment. Now, the weight of preparation transforms into clarity, ease, and opportunity. Stay grounded in what's already set in motion. The world may not see it yet, but it's happening. What was slow is now moving. What was blocked is shifting. What was hidden is becoming visible. You are immersed in something significant, unstoppable, and lasting. This moment is more intense than any you've felt before. It doesn't come with sound, announcement, or warning. It arrives quietly, but its weight is undeniable. You feel it deeply, as if everything you've done, every choice, every effort, every moment of patience is converging at once, propelling something new forward. It's not just about change, it's about recognition. A part of you that was hidden, ignored, or questioned is now being acknowledged. The things that seemed insignificant, the steps you almost missed, the nights you wondered if it even mattered. All of it is aligning so you can finally see what truly matters. The world around you doesn't move first. First, your own inner understanding transforms. Something inside you clicks, as if your mind and heart suddenly recognize that what you've been waiting for has finally begun. You may feel this as both stillness and energy at once. Your focus sharpens, your confidence grows, your doubts start to fade. This isn't luck, this is precision. It's the result of every moment you stayed firm. Every tear, every effort, every prayer that seemed unheard is being answered now. You can feel this in the way thoughts and ideas start to fall into place. Conversations and actions that once seemed random now have a purpose. You may notice signs around you confirming this. Small coincidences, repeated messages, unexpected clarity. These aren't accidents, they are confirmations. Evidence that the work you've been doing in silence is finally moving forward. Everything you've been waiting for in silence is now ready. Your inner world transforms first. Decisions become clearer. Emotions lighten. You begin to understand things that once seemed confusing. The weight of uncertainty lifts. You feel your own strength, but not the kind that comes from effort. It's a strength born from persistence. Even the people and situations around you begin to respond differently. Interactions start to carry meanings you didn't plan. Opportunities appear effortlessly, without force or search. You realize that the right moment aligns with your readiness. The rhythm of your life adjusts to the speed you've prepared for. In this instant, your understanding of what's possible expands. Things that once seemed distant or impossible now feel achievable. Your mind opens to new ideas, new plans, new ways of being. You feel capable in ways that would have once seemed impossible. This isn't a sudden chaos. It's precise. It's exact. Every step you took led you here. Every challenge you faced now serves as preparation. Every delay was a sign, not a punishment. Every obstacle was training. And now, everything converges at once. Even your emotions shift. Fear turns into courage. Confusion turns into clarity. Hesitation turns into readiness. A new perspective emerges, as if your mind has adjusted to see the truth that has always been there. You begin to understand what was happening in those quiet moments and why it mattered. This is where patience meets reward, where persistence meets opportunity, where waiting meets the right moment. It doesn't feel like magic. It's as if certainty has arrived. It feels like the universe paused to recognize your commitment, your honesty, and your readiness. The changes you feel inside are now reflected in the world around you. Conversations that seemed trivial now hold significance. Choices that once seemed small now carry weight. Actions that once felt routine now have consequences. The ordinary becomes extraordinary because you were ready. Time itself seems to bend, not in a way that breaks something, but in a way that transforms everything you've been waiting for. The sequence of events begins to make sense. Delays now seem necessary. Challenges now seem intentional. And you can see how everything connects. Your very presence transforms. People notice this. Even if they don't say anything, your confidence is no longer forced, it's solid. Your intuition is no longer a guess, it's understanding. Your patience is no longer waiting, it's preparation. And something opens inside of you. Not a door, not a path, but the recognition that you've reached a level where hesitation cannot hold you back. A level where readiness meets opportunity. A level where persistence is rewarded, and you can feel it in every thought, every step, every heartbeat. Old fears fade away. Old doubts dissolve. The questions that kept you up at night no longer matter because the answers are starting to appear. What once seemed impossible now carries potential. What once seemed distant now feels close. Even the way you think about others is shifting. People's intentions become clearer. Relationships naturally transform. Actions and reactions happen effortlessly. You begin to see how influence, respect, and trust align around you in ways that even surprise you. Your inner strength is now visible. Not a strength built solely through struggle, but a strength built through perseverance, patience, and honesty. Every effort you made when no one was watching contributes to how the world is starting to respond. The feeling is undeniable. You can sense it in your focus, in your decisions, in your clarity. You feel ready. Not ready for chaos, but ready for opportunities. Not ready for challenges, but ready for movement. Not ready for recognition, but ready to embrace what has been destined for you. The signs around you will keep confirming this. Conversations, coincidences, clarity, unexpected help. Everything points to change. You notice that small things now hold meaning. Actions, words, and events align with the moment of your readiness. Even obstacles that once seemed permanent now feel temporary. Resistance now feels different. It's not threatening, it's not discouraging, but rather, it's transforming. The experience of waiting now becomes the foundation for progress. Your awareness expands. You begin to see how your past experiences have prepared you. You realize how your consistency, patience, and integrity have created the movement. Now, you see how your focus and honesty have been recognized in ways never seen before. This is the moment when preparation turns into progress. When effort becomes reward, persistence becomes opportunity, and waiting becomes the right moment. You see it happening, not because it's sudden, but because you are ready. The world may not notice yet. Others may not see the movement you feel inside, but you know. You can feel it. Your decisions, your focus, your understanding, all respond differently now. Your inner rhythm has aligned with the moment of opportunity you were destined to receive. Even the way you make decisions has changed. What once seemed difficult now feels manageable. What once seemed uncertain now feels possible. Your judgment becomes sharper. Your focus naturally hones itself, effortlessly. The energy around you aligns with your intentions without you having to force anything. Your actions now carry weight and influence. Your presence draws attention effortlessly. The movement you've quietly created is starting to manifest in the world around you. Time itself begins to cooperate with your readiness. Delays no longer dominate. Obstacles no longer confuse. The path ahead begins to feel clear. Every step you take is supported by the preparation that preceded it. You feel a new inner rhythm. It's not loud, not sudden, not obvious to others. It's constant, steady, undeniable. It's the confidence born from readiness, the understanding born from experience, and the clarity born from patience. And as you recognize this shift, you feel relief. satisfaction, and recognition. Relief, because the wait is over. Satisfaction, because your effort wasn't in vain. Recognition, because even the invisible effort has been acknowledged. Your focus sharpens naturally. Your intuition becomes reliable. Your judgment carries weight. Every choice now feels grounded. Every effort now produces results. Every step now has meaning. Even the simplest actions start to produce results. The words spoken now have impact. The decisions made now have consequences. Just being present now influences the outcomes. The level you've reached commands movement naturally. Your mind opens to possibilities that were once invisible. Opportunities that once seemed unattainable are now within reach. Challenges that once seemed permanent now reveal solutions. Every moment of patience contributes to measurable progress. The transformation completes internally before it becomes visible externally. Change starts with understanding, awareness, and confidence. The movement you feel now is real because it reflects preparation and readiness. You begin to notice how connections now form naturally. Conversations, collaborations, and decisions happen effortlessly. People respond differently. Situations align unexpectedly. The world slowly begins to reflect the readiness that's been quietly built inside of you. Even the way you process experiences changes. What once seemed confusing now feels clear. What once seemed heavy now feels manageable. What once felt out of reach is now within grasp. The result of effort, patience, and integrity transforms into opportunity, influence, and understanding. The inner transformation you feel is undeniable. It's confirmation that preparation meets the right moment. Even the smallest signs now hold meaning. Daily events carry weight. Words, actions, and occurrences align with purpose. The rhythm of your life, once invisible, begins to naturally respond to your readiness. Everything you've invested emotionally, mentally, and spiritually now contributes to a movement that cannot be ignored. Every choice made with honesty and persistence now yields results aligned with the perfect moment. In the instant you realize it, you feel power effortlessly, clarity without confusion, confidence without arrogance. It's a natural and undeniable recognition of readiness, of meeting the opportunity. You feel influence, direction, and opportunity converging within you. The changes are constant, natural, and powerful. They're not sudden because they've been built over time, but they're undeniable because preparation has met its moment. Your awareness expands even further. You see connections where you once didn't. You understand the time that was hidden. You see the readiness that was invisible, and your focus strengthens naturally as clarity and understanding increase. Even the most subtle changes around you now seem significant. Conversations, events, and actions begin to carry a weight you didn't perceive before. Opportunities emerge effortlessly. Your influence grows without effort. The transformation is complete inside you. Your readiness now matches the opportunity. Your persistence now inspires recognition. Your focus now shapes reality. The inner understanding you possess now guides each step forward. You feel the full weight of transformation within. Not sudden, not forced, not obvious, but constant, precise, natural, undeniable. Every step taken, every choice made, every effort expended now has value and direction. And as this moment continues, you recognize it everywhere. The world aligns subtly but securely. Conversations, decisions, and actions fall into place. People, situations, and opportunities that once seemed distant now feel ready. Everything within you confirms the change. Confidence, understanding, awareness, and influence arise naturally. Nothing feels forced, Nothing feels uncertain. The recognition you sought in silence is now confirmed. And as the moment solidifies, you feel strength without effort, clarity without confusion, confidence without struggle. The right moment, the preparation, the waiting, all of it now merges into an undeniable movement. It's time to rest in what's been set in motion. What has changed isn't random, and the events around you are responding to a rhythm bigger than anything you can see. The cosmic energy permeating this event is guiding your focus. It asks you to trust. January 24th represents more than just a date. It marks a turning point that will resonate through all your days. What you see around you is only the beginning of what's been set in motion within you. Spiritual focus is now your compass. Thoughts of fear, doubt, or worry serve no purpose. Your attention must remain on what builds, grows, and elevates you toward the result that's already beginning to take shape. Celebrate your perseverance in silence. Honor the steps you've taken that seemed unnoticed. What you thought was waiting has turned into preparation, and preparation has now transformed into movement. The cosmic change continues to support your next choices. Listen to the quiet impulses within you that guide you toward clarity. These moments are reminders that the event you've experienced is part of a greater plan. Trust is essential. Let go of control without letting go of purpose. Your actions, aligned with patience, will now yield results far more powerful than effort alone could create. Allow your spirit to be refreshed. Stay firm in what you know to be true. Every experience you've lived has prepared you for this phase. Every challenge you've faced has strengthened you for what's ahead. The miracle of understanding is growing within you. You don't have to force anything. The cosmic rhythm of this event aligns with your readiness. The movement has begun and will continue as long as you stay conscious and firm. Let hope fill your thoughts. Let belief guide your steps. The spiritual transformation you've witnessed is real. What it triggers now will reveal itself in surprising and meaningful ways. Move forward with intention, not pressure. Keep your heart open, your mind attentive, and your actions guided by trust. The days ahead will reflect the alignment that's already been created. This is your moment to recognize how far you've come, to stay alert and move forward with gentleness, firmness, and confidence toward what's unfolding. Even now, after all you've witnessed, know this: you have not been forgotten. You have not been left behind. Every step you've taken, every moment you've persevered, has been noticed. Even when the world seemed indifferent, even when the doors seemed closed, you were surrounded by support. You are being guided, protected, and silently elevated toward what is destined for you. The transformation you felt is proof that you're supported by a force much greater than yourself. Faith doesn't mean knowing all the details. It means trusting in what you cannot see. It's about letting go of fear and living the present moment with the trust that the forces working in your favor are unstoppable. You don't need to force, demand, or rush. Your patience, sincerity, and obedience have already created movement. What once seemed slow or impossible is now aligning in ways your heart will recognize. Free yourself from all worries, doubts, and burdens. Allow your mind and soul to rest in the certainty that support has been constant. You are exactly where you need to be, and what's to come was specifically planned for you. Hold this truth in your spirit. You have been chosen, you are supported, and you are never alone. The work you've done, the prayers you whispered, the focus you maintained, it all matters. If this message has touched your soul in this way, let the world know that you recognize this moment, that you accept the change, and that your heart is aligned with what's to come. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this tonight. Let them feel the same security, hope, and certainty that you now feel. Stay in faith. Stay in trust. Stay in the certainty that what has been set in motion for you cannot be undone.